Life has a funny way of making us forget the dreams we once held so close. Meet Samir. Day in, day out, he's chained to a desk, drowning in spreadsheets and endless reports. It's a life that pays the bills, but it's a world away from the one he once imagined. Tucked away in a dusty corner of his apartment lies a sketchbook, a relic from a past life. Its pages are filled with vibrant worlds and fantastical creatures, born from the imagination of a boy who dreamed of being an artist. But the boy grew up, and the world told him to be realistic. The colors faded, the pencils were put away, and the dream was packed into a box, just like that old sketchbook. The daily grind wasn't just monotonous. It was soul-crushing. "Still doodling, Samir?" a colleague sneered one afternoon, catching a glimpse of a quick sketch on a notepad. "You know, drawing won't pay the bills. Time to grow up and be realistic." The words, meant as a casual jab, struck a nerve. They echoed the very doubts he had wrestled with for years. That evening, seeking some peace, he found his mother gently dusting off an old canvas in the storeroom. It was one of his high school paintings, a sunset over a quiet lake. She turned to him, her eyes soft with memory. "This was always your gift, Samir," she said, her voice filled with a quiet pride he hadn't heard in years. "You could make the world beautiful with just a brush." Her words were a stark contrast to the mockery at work. He was caught in a crossfire, torn between the harsh reality of survival and the gentle pull of his forgotten passion. Was it foolish to even think about that life now? Was it too late? The world demanded practicality, but his heart, after so long, was beginning to whisper of a different path. The conflict wasn't just about a job anymore. It was about the person he was versus the person he was meant to be. The weight of that choice felt heavier than any stack of paperwork on his desk. Just as Samir felt lost in this internal battle, a beacon of hope appeared. A flyer, tacked onto a community board he passed every day, announced the annual city art contest. The grand prize was more than just money. It was recognition and a scholarship to the city's prestigious art institute. It was a real, tangible opportunity, a chance. But his first reaction wasn't excitement. It was fear. A tidal wave of self-doubt crashed over him. "Me? Against actual artists? I haven't painted seriously in years. I'll just make a fool of myself." The fear of failure was paralyzing. He walked away from the flyer, trying to push the thought out of his mind, telling himself it was a silly, childish fantasy. But that night, sleep wouldn't come. The words on the flyer danced in his head, taunting him with a what if. He found himself pulling that dusty sketchbook from the corner. He opened it, the smell of old paper and graphite filling the air. Tentatively, his fingers traced the lines of an old drawing. Then, with a resolve he hadn't felt in a decade, he picked up a pencil. What followed was a blur. A montage of sleepless nights fueled by cheap coffee and a burning desire. He bought new paints, new canvases. The first few strokes were clumsy, hesitant. He made mistakes. Lots of them. Canvases were painted over, sketches were crumpled in frustration. There were moments he wanted to quit, to surrender to the voice that said he wasn't good enough. But then he'd remember his mother's words, the sneer of his colleague, and the boy who once filled notebooks with dreams. He persisted. He painted through the exhaustion, through the frustration, through the fear. The day of the contest arrived. The hall was buzzing with energy, filled with artists of all ages, their confidence radiating as they set up their masterpieces. Samir felt small, an imposter. His hands trembled as he placed his painting on the easel. It was a piece born from his struggle, a single, resilient tree growing defiantly from a crack in a concrete cityscape. Looking around at the incredible talent, the urge to pack up and run was overwhelming. But he took a deep breath, looked at his own work, and for the first time, saw not just its flaws, but the fight he had put into it. He stayed. The judges moved through the aisles, their faces unreadable. Hours felt like an eternity. Finally, the announcements began. Third place was called. Not him. The grand prize winner was announced, a stunning abstract piece that drew gasps from the crowd. Not him. A knot of disappointment tightened in his stomach. He had failed. He began to mentally pack up his canvas. And for second place, the lead judge announced, for a piece that demonstrates raw emotion, incredible resilience, and a powerful narrative, Samir. His name echoed in the hall. He stood frozen. It wasn't first place, but it didn't matter. As he walked to the stage to accept the award, a slow smile spread across his face, tears welling in his eyes. They weren't tears of disappointment, but of profound relief and joy. He had done it. For the first time in his adult life, he hadn't given up on himself. Afterward, one of the judges approached him. "You have a powerful voice," she said, gesturing to his painting. "This isn't just talent. It's a story. Keep creating. The world needs to see it." The prize wasn't just a ribbon. It was a validation, a key unlocking a door he thought was permanently sealed. Dreams don't die. We just stop chasing them. The final scene isn't Samir in a world-famous museum, but in a small local gallery, carefully hanging his painting on the wall for a community exhibition. The light catches the vibrant colors of the tree breaking through the concrete. He's not a world-renowned artist overnight, but he is an artist. And he is happy. He found that when you stop running from your dreams and start fighting for them, life has a funny way of giving you a second chance. It might not be the exact one you imagined as a child, but it's real, and it's yours. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos that we hope will inspire you. We'll see you in the next one.